We already learned that characters can learn a lesson in fiction stories. We know that that means that the character learns how they can change the way they act or behave to be better. We know that characters can change throughout the story, and how they change can help us figure out what lesson the character learned. Remember, we thought about these three questions to help us figure out the lesson the character learned. Number one, how does the character act in the beginning of the story? Number two, how does the character change by the end of the story? And number three, what did the character learn to do differently? But did you know that we can learn the lesson too? That's right. Authors of fiction books want us to learn from their stories too. Kevin Henkes is the author that we've been studying for a really long time. And guess what? He wants us to learn what his characters learn. So when a Kevin Henkes character learns a lesson about how they should act or behave, really we can also think about how we can change our behavior and learn a lesson too. Let's think about A Weekend with Wendell. Well, in that story, Wendell learns that he should always be kind to his friends. So Kevin Henkes wants us to learn how to treat our friends with kindness too. Just like Wendell learns a really important lesson, we can learn that lesson and think about how we can change our behavior too. In Chrysanthemum, the lesson that the chrysanthemum learns is to be proud of what makes you special. We can learn to be proud of our unique traits too by reading the story of Chrysanthemum and thinking about how Chrysanthemum goes through a lot of changes and learns her own lesson. Fiction stories are a really great guide to helping us understand how we can change our behavior too.